So over here on Go to update the chart, we mark out the previous week high and previous week low. That's what we do on the weekly time frame, okay? So we mark out this previous week high and this previous week low on gold. Okay. So the channel as well, or the which is chances that the market is still come back to this to move up. Okay. So that's what I see for gold right now. And on the daily time frame, we mark out the previous the demand and supply zone on the daily, and this is the supply zone, this blue can so mark it out up here. This is supply. And prevailing trend is easy to spot. The prevailing trend is an uptrend for gold by adjusting this line this because the move was massive and this held it. Okay. So literally the prevailing trend still holds. Okay. So that's what I see for gold. Then we'll move for the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time on the 4 hours time frame on gold, we spot out the current zone I see on gold over here. This last red can that's the demand zone. Then this last blue can you see over here. Yes, exactly. This is supply zone. It can be demand zone and continue buying. It can just pushing towards this supply zone. So that's what I see for gold right now. Okay. The last on our list is Bitcoin. Bitcoin. So let's go down to the weekly time frame. So on weekly time frame on Bitcoin, we mark out the previous week high and previous week low, which has been marked out here already. This previous week high and previous week low, and then you can see there's a channel. Okay, there's a channel, an ascending channel, which goes like this. So if we see a retrace towards this channel, we can probably see what another push the upside for Bitcoin. But basically, when it comes to sentiment, there's a lot of news going on around Bitcoin right now. More like the ETF outflows, like a lot of institutions are actually selling their Bitcoin pattern. Okay, so for the past few weeks, last 3 weeks, we have had like $401 million sold on ETFs holdings. Okay, but the massive inflow is good for from last year to this year. They have been some massive inflows of up to 600 to $800 million. Okay, or even more than. So the thing there is that the outflows is the reason why Bitcoin could be dropping. Secondly, we should know that as at this month to date, Bitcoin has been lower than 10%, 10%. So the beginning of this month of March to date, 10% drop. But from January of this year to this point today, there is an increase of 25%. So if you bought Bitcoin as at 1st of January and held it to this point, you'll be in profit of 25%. But if you had bought it from 1st of March, you'll be in loss of 10%. So literally, the month of March has been a massive 10% drop. Okay, so with that said, on the daily time frame, we see a daily supply zone, which is this level over here, and then a daily demand zone, which is this level over here. Okay, so that's what I see for the daily demand and supply zones. So aside from that, let me take this off. Okay, we go down to the 4 hours time frame. Yeah, go down to the 4 hours time frame. Then on the 4 hours time frame, the picture is a bit different. The picture time frame, which I spotted over here. Okay, I spotted Bitcoin that there's chance to the downside. Okay, it's moving towards the supply zone from that drop to the downside. That's what I see for Bitcoin. Okay, so with that said, let's now move to the next segment. If you're interested to join our community to stay updated in our signals, okay, and to be able to join us for live trading sessions for news like NFP and a lot of forex news like CPI and interest rate decisions, and a lot of them. So you can just go over here. Linktree is going to be on the description. You can click here to go to our store to be part of the VIP. Once you click the store, it's going to take you to this store here, seller.co/click to cart. You can see Tenet Digital Link Store, personal information about digital asset opportunities from around the world. So you can buy now. To join our VIP group, this is the cost 15,000 in Naira. And if you're in US, it will convert it to dollar. If you're in Ghana, it converts it to cedis. If you're in London, it converts it to pounds. And if you're in Europe, it converts it to euros. So you just pay with your card or pay with a bank transfer, or yeah, that's the two major payment systems. So this is for our VIP. If you want our free books, we have How to Make Six Figures in 6 Months Without Owning a Property on Airbnb. Okay, and over here is this particular business, real estate, trading business. It has to do with our copy trading system. We currently have a copy trading system going on and also a palm trading system going on, which means that you can be able to create an account with a broker like HFM, one of our reputable brokers I've been using since 2019, and then you can be able to fund it and connect your account to my own account, the master trader. Every profit we make, we get to share it at the end of the month. Then over here is for our course. If you want to be part of our course, you can go over here and read more about our course. It's going to show you what you get. You get how to manage forex trading capital of $5,000 to $1 million. You can be able to do that. How to aim passive income in real estate, short-leg properties, how to build a wealthy mindset, our book, Forex Mastery Guide to Trading Success, and then live trading sessions. We have the 3 months, we have the 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year package. Then over here is our book. We have our book written by me. I'm the author of the book. You can go over here and grab it as well. And then you can get the full basics of the Forex market, the insight, and also the terminologies you need to know. Also, if you want to schedule a meeting with me, you can come over and schedule a Zoom meeting with the master trader, and then I would have a meeting with you and break down some important points with you. Then you can become a student and learn how to trade or invest in Forex and crypto by just clicking on this link. You can get our free educations on our YouTube channel. Our recommended Forex broker is Hot Forex and also Xnest. Then our crypto brokers are Binance, KuCoin. Then over here, you can come to TradingView and sign up. This is a tool. Like I told you, Trade Digital, they will give you the right knowledge and also give you the right guidance and also the right tools. So we are also introducing the tools we use ourselves to you, like TradingView, CoinMarketCap, and also 10Trade. 10Trade is a company that funds traders. You can get up to $50,000 trading capital to start trading. Then over here is Telegram, our Telegram group where we drop our signals and for Forex trading. This is our Telegram group for crypto trading. And over here is our WhatsApp free signal group where you can be able to get WhatsApp signals on a daily basis. This is our TikTok page, our Facebook community, Instagram, and Twitter. Wherever seems conducive for you, just click the link and follow us there. So with that said, we'll dive down to the fundamentals for today and also for the week. So for the week, Monday, March 10th, 2025, we have balance of trade. This has to do with exports minus imports. If there is more exports, it's good for the economy. If there is more import, it is bad. Over here, the previous balance was 20.7 billion, okay? And then consensus, they're anticipating to increase to 21 billion, okay? This is surplus, okay? They're not in a deficit. If they're in a deficit, you see minus. Countries like Great Britain pound, they're in a deficit, okay? But yeah, they're in a surplus. So if you see anything higher than 21 billion, it is good for euro. If you see anything exactly 21 billion, it is good for euro. But if you see a figure lower than 21 billion, it is bad for the euro. Then on Tuesday, we have the retail sales during Asian session for Great Britain pound, and then we have business confidence for Australia. All this happening by 1 a.m. and 1:30. So the retail sales has to do with higher retail sales stores selling products. It is good for the currency. Low retail sales, it is bad for the currency. They're not making a revenue, as in people are not spending, okay, and these stores are not making profit to be able to pay off their staff. That's what it means. So if we say a figure higher than 22.4%, it is good for Great Britain pound. But if we say a figure lower than 2.4%, it is bad for Great Britain pound. Then business confidence has to do with how the businesses in Australia feel. Are they confident that the businesses are getting better, the economy is improving, or are they feeling bad that the businesses are not getting better and the economy is not improving? So if we see a figure higher than 6, it is good for AUD. But if we see exactly 6, it is good for AUD. Anything lower than 6, it is bad for AUD. Then no news for London session, but we have news for New York session, okay? It has to do with job openings. The companies that have job opportunities open for people to come and get employment. So over here, the previous figure is 7.6 million, and they're anticipating to increase to 7.71 million. So if this happens, a higher figure is good for dollar, the lower figure is bad for dollar. And this could be the news that will shoot the dollar to the downside and anticipate. And it's happening by 3 p.m. tomorrow, West African time. Then on Wednesday, March 12th, we have London session news, retail sales for Spain, year over year and month over month. Exactly the same way I explained the GDP. We have a higher figure than minus 0.3, it is good. And also a higher figure than 3.2, it is good for euro, but a lower figure is bad. Then during New York session by 1:30 p.m. West African time, we have CPI for the dollar, okay? It has to do with inflation. Is inflation increasing? The increase of price of products, is it increasing or is it decreasing? So if we see a figure higher than 319.3, it is good for the dollar. If you see a figure lower than 319.3, it is bad for the dollar. Every other thing here is a derivative. Inflation rate month over month, year over year, CPI, SA, core inflation rates, core inflation rate over here. All these are derivative. The major one is this CPI we see over here. Then by 2:45, we see interest rate decision for card, okay? So it has to do with if inflation is high in card, they will increase interest rate. If inflation is getting lower, they will reduce interest rate. So far, the banks have been dovish, okay? They have been dovish and cutting rates. So as I was saying, for card, the banks has been dovish, okay? So if there is a cut by 25 basis points, like I can see here, then there's going to be a drop in value for card. But if there's an increase of 0.25%, there's going to be more strength in card. But so far, I think that the cut is going to happen. And if that cut happens, you see a loss of strength for the Canadian dollar. Then on Thursday, we have during London session, we have a central banker in Europe speaking. So we don't really know what that could be, but it could be some bank policies, okay? Then during New York session by 1:30, we have the initial jobless claims 4-week average, continuous jobless claims, and PPI. So for the initial jobless claims, it means that if there is an increase, it is bad because a lot of people are saying they don't have jobs. If any increase higher than 225K, it is bad for the dollar. But a decrease of 225K is what good for the dollar. Then we have jobless claims 4-week average, and an increase higher than 228K, it is bad for the dollar. But a decrease than 228K, it is what good for the dollar. Then the continuous jobless claims, it is an increase higher than 1,910, it is bad for the dollar. A decrease, it is good for the dollar. Then the PPI, the same thing, has to do with inflation in the production area, okay? An increase of 0.3%, it is good, but a decrease of 0.3%, it is bad for the dollar. Then to wrap up the week on Friday, 14th of March, we have London session news for Great Britain pound. It has to do with the GDP, gross domestic product, month over month, year over year, the goods trade balance and the goods trade balance non-EU. So over here, the GDP has to do with growth. Okay, so if we see an increase of 0.1%, it is good for the Great Britain pound. But we see a decrease of 0.1%, it is bad for the Great Britain pound. Then the year over year, the same thing, last year compared to this year, an increase of 1.2% is good for Great Britain pound. A decrease of 1.2% is bad for Great Britain pound. Then we have goods trade balance. Over here for the goods trade balance has to do with import minus export. Like I told you guys earlier, there is a trade deficit for Great Britain pound. They don't really produce any raw material. Instead, they import most of the raw materials they use. That's why they pay a lot of tax. Okay, so an increase of minus 17.1 billion, it is good for Great Britain pound. And a decrease of minus 17.1 billion, it is what bad for the Great Britain pound. Then over here, non-EU. So the goods trade balance non-EU. Okay, an increase of minus 8 billion, it is good for Great Britain pound, but a decrease of minus 8 billion, it is bad for Great Britain pound. To wrap up the week, during New York session, we have Michigan consumer sentiment. It has to do with the consumers and their sentiment about the economy, okay? An increase higher than 64 is good, but a decrease lower than 64, it is bad. So this has to do with the fundamental analysis for the week and over here, balance of trade on Euro USD. So let's see what that news was. It was a negative result. So it is 16 billion, okay? And over here, the previous was 20.7 billion euros, okay? And over here now, they're expecting to 21, but it becomes 16 billion. So with that in mind, it should give euro some weakness, okay? Slight drop on the euro against the dollar. And remember, our forecast is coming towards this demand zone. So watch out for the signal. Just drop what you like about this video, share this content, subscribe to our channel, and as well, comment below what pair you like me to add next to our analysis, okay? As well, join our communities to receive this signal because we're dropping signals and it's going to be hot. Thank you so much for watching to this point. I wish you a profitable trading week. Peace.